What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is DREMAGIX,
I'm Masato.
and this is a new take on Magic Monday. This is your top three sweet favorite magicians.
I'll start us off. Number 3, CYRIL Takayama.
Ooh, CYRIL Takayama. That's a good pick.
Yeah.
Why?
I like his style. I think he's if you don't know him, he's the Japanese Blaine.
And you're the Japanese, not Blaine.
Shin Lim. He's pretty much as big as Blaine in Japan. Like if you watch some of his videos, he's done some pretty crazy stuff. I've been a fan of his since I first found out about him when he was on a show, a hidden camera magic show.
That's like a very deep throwback cut.
I just dated myself.
Yeah, that's like watching the Chris Farley episodes of Saturday Night Live. You know what I mean? That crew.
Yeah, Adam Sandler.
Because they're all famous now.
Back when they first started, though.
And all the magic ones are famous now.
That's true. Yeah. They are.
That whole crew.
Good.
So CYRIL, he.
Yes.
I mean, just like, you like his style? That's why he's your favorite.
Representation matters.
Fair enough. My number 3 position is held by 2 people, but it makes sense. It is Penn and Teller.
Okay, you can't really have one without the other.
Yeah. Penn and Teller, they have a bunch of shows on TV. Fool Us is really big right now, and they're also on a bunch of talk shows, and they had that show Bullshit for a while. And I like the dynamic of the 2 people.
Yeah.
And it's, you take the circus carnival culture of Penn, but the like intellectual magic of Teller, and you put those 2 together, and you get hard-hitting magic, but also a very funny show.
Yeah.
And I've seen their show live.
Ooh.
And it's amazing. There are moments, and this is what I appreciate also. Their character isn't like flashy Las Vegas, right? If anything, it's like the back alley Las Vegas where all the like locals are at.
Fremont
right?
Street
It's
magic.
like Fremont Street Vegas.
Yeah.
Right? But their illusions and their effects cater to that character.
Yeah.
Right?
That's true.
While other people might do a thing with a knife, they'd use like a nail gun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, this is like elevated middle America culture, but like very high-end magic.
I like how they'll do a trick and say, okay, we're going to fool you with this trick. Now, we're going to show you how this trick is done, and it's still going to fool you.
Yeah, cups and balls.
Yes.
Also, Penn and Teller are the professors of the master class on magic.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Which I will be purchasing very soon.
Okay, and I will be borrowing very soon.
I will be borrowing a login. All right, who's your next one up? We're hitting the table a lot, and it's affecting sound.
Sorry, sound guy.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Number 2 would be Brian Gillis.
Ooh.
Who's
that?
Brian Gillis was
I know who that is.
Johnny Carson's favorite magician. That was his little tagline he liked to use.
And even better, Masato's second favorite magician.
He's actually no longer here, but passed away not too long ago. Yeah.
Don't do that otherwise.
Best seat in the house right now.
He's not watching this.
Yeah, he has so many better things to watch.
They don't have YouTube in heaven.
They could.
They could if they subscribed.
I gravitated to Brian at a time when I kind of felt a little less inspired in magic. I guess, long story short, I felt really stuck with where I was in magic. I only knew a handful of tricks, and it was the same thing I would always do. Like, whether it was a grand show I was doing, or if I was just busting a trick at the bar, it was the same tricks.
Yeah.
And
that happens.
It does. And then I saw him at my old work's holiday party. They hired him for a magician, and I followed up with him, seeing all his work, and he had the same routine for like 30 years. Like it was the same stuff. He added on extra stuff when he did his psychic bit with I forgot what.
Sisyphine?
Yeah, stuff.
It's a very hard name to pronounce.
You're a lot closer than where I was.
I'm pretty sure I was exact.
You were correct. So he adds that the dog bit he does.
The dog bite? Like he'll bite a dog and put it back together?
No,
bit. It's Filipino now?
Yeah.
Oh.
He'll make you have like he'll write your like if you have a dog from whatever, right?
The dog collar bit.
Yes,
yeah.
that or
the dog bite.
Dog. Yeah, he just kind of, I guess, burn that fire again. Like it's okay to have these tricks and like hone in on this, and you know, if you do it right, it's okay.
Word.
It'll be all okay.
Yeah.
Comforting words for a sad boy.
Are you a sad boy?
I was.
Now you're a sad man. You see how I had that loaded?
You did.
I had that loaded in the pocket. All right, my number 2 has got to be the one and only Bill Malone.
Okay, do that again so I can do it with you, so I know this time.
Bill Malone. Bill Malone, he's great. He's a Chicago-based magician, and he studied under Ed Marlowe, right? And I know some of you non-magicians don't know who Ed Marlowe is, but if you think of magic as the rap game, the Tupac and Biggie of magic would be two guys, Di Vernon and Ed Marlowe, right? Ed Marlowe is based out of Chicago. Di Vernon was from Canada but moved to LA.
He moved to New York.
By way of New York.
To
right?
LA.
But Bill Malone, he kind of came up with this crew of like legendary magicians, and they were all taught by Ed Marlowe.
Yeah.
The reason I like Bill Malone is because he taught me early in my magic career, not personally, but watching his material, that you can be a killer card like machine and just an incredible sleight of hand artist, but also be fucking funny, right? And he knew how to work crowds. He would pull off like very politically incorrect jokes. It was fine in the 90s though,
Yeah.
right? But he made it work. But you needed to have that character still.
Yeah.
Right? Or else it became very offensive. Bill Malone had this talent of making people like him like that.
Yeah.
And then still killing him with killer sleight of hand. Right? And I like the fact that a lot of his material is hyper visual.
Yes.
Right? There's a bunch of like card changes that look pretty, like the waving of the hand and all that stuff.
This pass is killer.
Oh, yeah. And also Sam the Bellhop.
That's
right?
classic.
He's known for performing
There's
Sam
two
the
things
Bellhop.
if you think of Bill Malone, you'll think of Bill
This thing,
Malone
and then
Sam the Bellhop.
Right, which is a great trick. I'll link a video down in the description. You guys will check it out. You'll love it. And you'll see what I'm talking about, how he mixes, and it's not comedy. It's being funny.
Yeah.
He doesn't do comedy. He's just a funny guy.
Yeah.
Right?
I would definitely I just want to hang out. We don't even got to do magic.
Yeah,
I just want to talk and have a beer real quick.
That's the key to, I think, this whole list is like, you want to have a conversation with all these people because you'd have a good time.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You're number 1.
Speaking of having a good time.
Ooh. I can't be on your list.
You'll be on another one.
The naughty list. See, another one with
You just locked and loaded today.
It's like we recorded this one before
So
and forgot to hit record.
It's almost like we did.
Sorry.
Sound guy. Amazing.
Camera guy this time.
Camera guy.
Still me.
Amazing Jonathan, number 1.
Oh. Huh.
Amazing Jonathan.
That's a good pick.
He's I want to say he started off as a street performer.
He was a riff-raff street rat. I don't buy that.
I was gonna finish the line, but I forgot the words. He started off.
If only they'd look closer.
If you sing anymore, we'd have to pay for the lyrics.
Like friend like you. See, I parodied it, so now we don't have to pay for it.
Good. Started off as a street magician. He's just in the same way Bill Malone's funny. he's funny without doing magic, and it's just so extreme, all the bits he does. It's kind of if Carrot Top did magic and was a lot funnier.
So like a good version of Carrot Top.
And not as buff, yeah.
Carrot Top looks weird now that he's buff.
I don't like it.
Yeah, he looks more like a woman.
Like a female China.
Like a female China.
China with an orange wig.
Yeah. And more acne.
Yeah, it's weird. But yeah, Amazing Jonathan. Psychic Tanya.
Psychic Tanya was funny. That was a big part of the act.
They were hilarious. I never actually personally got to see them or see him. I'm kicking myself because I do remember he announced his retirement show and I wanted to go to it, but I couldn't.
I saw that. I was at the castle. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. But I waited 2 hours to see that fucking show. And it was worth it.
Well, yeah.
It was very worth it. Like, I remember going home
3.
and that being the only thing I did that night at the castle. And just like, all my friends were like, you didn't watch the shows? And I'm like, listen, I saw the one that mattered. All right? I am happy.
Yeah, man, I wish I could have seen that.
Amazing Jonathan was a good pick.
You want number one, son?
Oh, my number one. We are going to go with, you know what? My favorite magician has to be this guy, and you don't know him, probably. Daniel Garcia.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Underdog there.
Underdog, yeah. Bill Malone. David Blaine. David Blaine puts out his specials, and he has a team behind him.
True.
A team of consultants.
Yep.
Daniel Garcia works on that team. He's on also CYRIL Takayama's team, one of your guys.
Okay.
And he also does a bunch of work with Dynamo in the UK.
Oh,
So,
okay. So you got yourself a worker.
Yeah, and you know what it is? When I was like starting my magic career, I come across this guy and he puts out a lot of hypervisual material, right? Like a little not like Bill Malone, but it was visual stuff, right? The wave and things change and drastic things happen. And that looked like real magic to me, right? And I just thought it was really cool because when you were watching his DVDs, he seemed like the guy I would want to hang out with, right? He's chill, he's funny. I've met him one time, and it was like he was super chill. But just his material.
All these people on this
list? Listen, so this is a weird story, right? So I started off magic like fucking 11, 12 years ago or whatever, right?
Late.
Yeah, I know. I'm horrible. But I go to the only magic shop I find on the internet at the time, which was Hollywood Magic.
Ooh,
which is not that is not open anymore.
You want to talk about throwbacks?
But I've met the owner who used to own it, and he like works with me now, right, at my job.
Tune in next show when we.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him on. He's gonna talk about Hollywood Magic.
Hook that up.
Yeah, Gregory St. Pierre. But so I go in and I buy all this stuff because I want to work on all this stuff, and I saved up money, and I'm excited. So I have this big bag of magic stuff, right? Yeah. And he walks in, but I don't notice him because I'm looking around still. My friend taps me and goes, yo, that's the guy you like, right? Daniel Garcia? Because he dabbled in magic too, my friend. And I was like, you're full of shit, dude. I turn around and I'm like,
you went full fangirl.
It's him. Yeah, dude. It was tight. And then so I came up to him and I like put on my coolest like chill. You know, when you're a dude and you're excited, you like be almost too chill. We're like, hey, what's up, bro?
What's going on?
Yeah. and then I was like, at the midpoint, I was just like, hey, Danny, man, I'm a fan of yours. Do you mind if we take a picture? And I took a picture with Daniel Garcia, right? And he was mad cool to talk to. He wasn't like a dick about the picture or anything. And I was looking around the magic stuff, but also like kind of keeping an eye on him. You know how you do that? With people, the like side eye, like, what are you doing? And I wanted to see what he bought. And so I have this big bag of magic. He buys 2 packs of cards and walks out. And yeah, I felt like shit. I'm like, oh, but that's great because he taught me a valuable lesson, right?
Yeah.
It was an indirect lesson, but I look at the bag and I'm like, oh, this is the magician that I am right now. But that's the person that I need to aspire to be. Right? Being able to perform magic anywhere with minimal props, or just like you don't have to
You don't have to
wear the Superman cape to be Superman. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to wear the Iron Man suit to be Iron Man. In that case, it's wrong. But
I mean, what's the we can all be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay.
It was a reference.
Thanks for dating our video. Anyway, but yeah, he taught me that super valuable lesson, and that's why he's one of my favorites.
Damn, I wish I've met anybody on my list. Maybe I would have shaped out to be a better magician.
Was that like a dick move?
Kinda.
All right, so that was our top 3 favorite magician list. We're gonna provide you with links to all these incredible people, all their work down below. Just click away, be entertained. If you have a second, you're on your lunch break, check it out because you will not be sorry.
And then come back and then watch another video.
Yeah, and then let us know who your favorite magicians are. I know a bunch of people are big right now on TV. For you people who aren't magicians, you lay people or muggles as we call it. No one calls it that. Harry Potter does. Let us know who your favorite magicians are. And also, you magicians that do watch this stuff, drop down your favorite magicians in the comments because we want to check them out too. You know what I mean? Because we have a bunch of audible mentions and they probably match up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, my name is DREMAGIX.
My name's Masato.
And this is your top
3
list magic. Bye.
Hey guys, it's Masato. If you like that video, hit subscribe, the little bell, and comment, and watch some more Magic Monday videos. Should be here. And then if you want to see other stuff, it's right here. And then if you want to subscribe, it'll be here. Here.